My older sister has always been the favorite, but when our grandmother passed away, she crossed a line I never imagined possible. She told our grieving grandfather that I was the one who convinced Grandma to stop her cancer treatments, just to get my inheritance faster. My sister Jessica is 5 years older than me. She's charismatic, successful, and could do no wrong in my parents' eyes. I've always been the quieter, more reserved one. Our grandmother was my sanctuary. She was the one person who truly saw me and valued my calm nature. We were incredibly close. When she was diagnosed with terminal cancer, I became her primary caregiver. I took a leave from work, driving her to appointments, managing her medication, and just sitting with her. Jessica would swoop in for occasional dramatic visits, posting tearful selfies with Grandma on social media for sympathy likes. In her final weeks, Grandma was in immense pain. Her doctors laid out the options: continue aggressive treatment that was causing her suffering with little hope, or move to hospice care focused on comfort. It was Grandma's decision. She was lucid and clear. She looked at me and said, "I'm tired, sweetheart. I want to go in peace." I supported her choice 100%. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. After she passed, the family was shattered, especially my grandfather. He was lost without his wife of 60 years. A week after the funeral, he wouldn't even look at me. When I tried to hug him, he pulled away, his eyes full of tears and something else: disgust. My mom sat me down later, her face stern. "How could you, Sarah?" she asked. "How could you talk your grandmother into giving up? Jessica told your grandfather everything she said. You pressured Grandma into hospice because you were tired of caring for her and wanted your inheritance sooner." I felt the floor drop out from under me. Jessica had taken the most painful, sacred moment of my life, honoring my grandmother's brave choice, and twisted it into something monstrous. She made my devotion look like greed, and my love look like impatience. My grandfather, in his grief, believed her. My parents, conditioned to always see Jessica as the truthful one, were siding with her. I was excommunicated for a crime of pure fiction, while my sister played the role of the righteous, grieving granddaughter. The pain was unbearable, but it forged a steel resolve in me. I wasn't going to let Jessica destroy my memory of Grandma and my relationship with my grandfather. I knew my grandmother had been meticulous about her medical wishes. I contacted her oncologist, who remembered the conversations clearly. With his permission, I recorded a statement from him confirming that the decision to enter hospice was my grandmother's alone, made with full mental capacity, and that I had been nothing but supportive. Then I went to my grandfather's house. I didn't bring my parents. I didn't bring anger. I brought my laptop and played the doctor's recording for him. I showed him the emails Grandma had sent me weeks before, talking about her choice. I showed him the journal she'd kept where she'd written, "I've told Sarah my wishes. She's my rock." The relief that washed over his face was heartbreaking. He hugged me and sobbed, begging for my forgiveness. The truth had reached him. I didn't stop there. I called a family meeting. With my grandfather sitting beside me, holding my hand, I presented the evidence to my parents. I didn't accuse Jessica. I just let the doctor's words and Grandma's own writing speak for themselves. The facade crumbled. Jessica had no defense. The family's golden child was exposed as a pathological liar who would weaponize grief. The fallout was immense. My relationship with my parents is now cautious and on my terms. Jessica and I do not speak, but my grandfather and I, we have a bond that was tested by fire and came out stronger. We have lunch every week and talk about Grandma, keeping her true memory alive. I learned that some battles aren't fought with shouting, but with quiet, undeniable truth. I lost the family I thought I had, but I salvaged the relationships that truly mattered and found a strength I never knew I possessed. The peace I feel now, knowing I defended my grandmother's legacy and my own integrity, is worth more than any apology.